Welcome back. This is part 3 of class number 1 for Sewing for Your Sanity. In this video, I'll show you the final steps to completing your fabric box. And remember, this class is brought to you for free when you leave comments and watch the entire video. Part 1 and part 2 are already posted on my page. All right, let's get to it. In a previous video, you sewed up 3 seams. Hit the bottom seam and 2 side seams. Now that you've sewn those seams up, we can press them with an iron or you can press them with your fingernail. If you used fleece or interfacing and you feel like your seam allowance is too bulky, then you can cut out just the fleece without cutting the main fabric. And if it sounds like I'm speaking a foreign language, ignore that last step. It's optional. We're going to connect the side seam to the bottom seam. Place your fingers in the inner corner of the square and pull them out until the bottom seam and the side seam intersect. Flatten the seam allowance and then place a pin right where they connect. If it's not perfect, it's okay. We just want to complete the project. Pin the rest of the seam and then repeat all of those steps to the other sides of your boxes. You can also use clips instead of pins if you have them. Now that you've pinned everything, you can either sew those seams on your sewing machine or you can hand stitch them using a back stitch. And remember, the seam allowance we're using is 1/2 inch. You're going to sew a row of stitches 1/2 inch from the edge of your fabric. Repeat this step on the 3 other seams that you just pinned. And remember, right now we're not going for perfect, we're going for finish. Once you're done sewing those seams, this is what your box should look like. You just did the outer box and the inner box. You should be really proud of yourself at this point. Also, this video just reached around the 1 minute mark. We still have one more step, but if you need to take a break, save this video and leave a comment.